let's say, drugs, which I'm not really aware of, but I will read upon that, that were trying to, I think, is it myosin as well that they target with 491? I'm not. Was there anything else that tried to target myosin and GCM and failed? I'm just thinking.
There have been. I think there have. Well, I think there's a current effort right now going on with. I think omecamtiv is a similar. In phase 3 studies, that may have a slightly different mechanism, but I thought that was a myosin enhancer as well. It may be slightly different than myocardia's drug for dilated cardiomyopathy a little bit, but I believe they're both myosin enhancers of the same kind of degree, basically. And again, we don't know whether omecamtiv is going to make it or not. I mean, I think there were some issues there in the phase 2, but they came on the phase 3, and we're midway through the phase 3 study there in dilated cardiomyopathy. But I don't know as much about the myocardia dilated cardiomyopathy drug. It's just hard for me to understand, where it would fit in that space exactly as an oral agent. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's just hard for me to understand how a myosin enhancer like that, is going to improve patients who have thin walls and dilated hearts and baggy and low EFs, enough to improve remodeling to any degree that's going to be beneficial. I just don't see it. But I certainly don't know as much about the details there as I do, of course, with the HCM effort.
But I think the endpoints, what they did, they had 3, again, this is very interesting, and this is, again, goes back to your safety concerns that you raised with me. So they had 3 doses, and at high exposure, they showed relative change from baseline in 11% in stroke volume in milliliters, in ejection fraction 5% relative change from the baseline, and they also showed with left ventricular fraction shortening 20% change from the baseline in contractility, and that sort of gave them.
Momentum.
I would say the thing. Yeah, exactly. And I don't really know how clinically meaningful those changes are. That's the first thing. And the second thing, I'm trying to find the design. So they sort of are about to report phase 1b data that will be sort of proof of concept data more. And that's the approach. But I'm looking at the endpoints, and apart from the safety and tolerability of KPD, there's nothing that much. But presumably they should report the same ejection fraction and fractional shortening endpoints as well, I would assume.
Yeah, I would assume as well. I'm just not. I don't know if I can give you as good an answer with that as I obviously can with HCM, because it's a little bit more out of my space. The dilated cardiomyopathy. I mean, So I don't really know the answer to what would be the most clinically relevant, change here, or whether those changes are as impactful as they may seem to be on the surface. I would just again raise the issue about safety here. Yeah.
No, that's phenomenal. Thank you so much. If that works for you, I'm gonna follow up. I'll follow up with the company and I'll do a bit more work. And I would be absolutely delighted to reschedule a call with you again, because I just really want to get into that.
I'd love to. I'd love to hear.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So I'll be back in a week or 2 weeks from now, and we'll catch up with you. Absolutely. It will be really great. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was really, really interesting. Thank you. Really appreciate your time.
Yep.
Thank you. Bye.
Yep. Bye.